All right, R2, welcome back. We've got a small assignment here. This one is called the canyon or chasm, and we are going to draw a little illusion of a canyon that kind of snakes through our page here that we're going to use to add color. So first thing, I'll take a look at some examples, and then I'm going to plan how my canyon's going to sort of move through my page here. You can do these very simply. What I like to do is kind of start up here using my H pencil, one for sketching. And I'm thinking of just having this sort of like wiggly shape that just kind of comes towards the viewer. So the rounded areas maybe get a little bit bigger. Sometimes I'll add fun little pieces like that. And then over here, I want to keep it wider in the center, and it's going to meet back at the top up here. Yeah, that was a little clumsy, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and attach it right here. So to complete the canyon illusion, we just go to each one of these round spots and we draw a line that goes straight down. So it's like the ground is up here and this is the wall of the canyon. Sometimes you end up with tiny little slivers like that. Maybe you want to adjust these points so that they don't have a little sliver there, but that's totally up to you. So I'm just coming off of the furthest point sticking out, and I'm just drawing that line all the way down. Usually try to avoid areas that line up like that, so maybe I want to resketch that, but for the sake of brevity here, we'll just go on. So now we've got the canyon illustration. If you want to add anything interesting to this, like maybe I'll have like a little bridge going across here just to give myself something to kind of illustrate and sort of play around with. That could be fun. Maybe you have like a big tentacle coming out of here, like a cosmic horror or something. Totally up to you. You can do it just like this. If you want to add more stuff to it to have a little fun with the illustration, absolutely go for it. At this point, now I'm going to look at colors that I want to use for the walls. You can stick to the same set of pencils the entire time, but if you want to have a little fun with it and kind of switch to different colors, maybe you're going like sort of a rainbow or something like that, absolutely do so. You know, no rules here other than how we're just going to try to shade it together. So first thing I want to find are some colors that I want to use. What I recommend is find yourself a set of pencils that are going to go from light, medium to dark. And I would also recommend using a white pencil. So what we want to have is we want to have a lighter area here along the outer edge, as if light's coming in and highlighting the edge. So I'll put down some white pencil first, and then our goal is we're going to get darker as we get further into the canyon wall. So I'll start with a lighter color. What we're doing is just kind of practicing doing a fade here like we have with our fruits and other worksheet exercises. So I put down a light value and then I move to a more medium value. Let me test this out real quick. Let them fade together. And then I need a nice dark green to finish it off. Then go ahead and give it a little burnish here. So I'm going to use my lighter green, I can kind of do a little bit of burnish. The whole thing, just to smooth out some of that texture. That's what we do to each one of the walls here. I can switch colors as I go or use the same colors, totally up to you. In the end, it should look like it's light to dark going that way.